You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons and Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 385, Dog and Pony Show Season 6, Episode 8, recorded March 2022, posted February 2023. Come on in, the water is blood.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, he, him, a Dungeon Master. Today, it's Dog and Pony Day. That's right, we are continuing our Curse of Strahd adventures, mixing it up in Barovia, specifically Ravenloft. That's right, the castle home of one Strahd von Zarovich, a not-so-great person, depending on whose opinion you judge. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and then I will remind you of what we've been up to. First up, a hero or a hooligan. Well, that part's never clear. It's Aline Sims. Welcome back, Aline.
I vote that Strahd is not great. I play Imra Soliana, the Wood Elf Ranger, and her dog, Androdite, and all three of us use she, her pronouns.
Next up, she's not a coward. She's just never been tested. I'd like to think that if she would pass. It's Jane Rett. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Tony. You don't know what tests I've faced. I play Lena Dulina, the human rogue, and we both use she, her pronouns.
Also joining us, that's a hell of a hat that she's wearing. Goes real nice with the earrings. It's Erica Ensign. Thank you for wearing a hat and making my intros work.
Oh, okay. I should have also worn earrings, which I didn't, but now I feel like I failed everybody. I would like to vote that Strahd is good looking, and it stops there.
That's true. Hashtag
true.
Hot Strahd.
Yep, exactly. I play Brildish, the Dwarven Paladin. Her pronouns, like mine, are she, her, and Brildish also has a celestial pony named Pony Sindelarant, whose pronouns are he, him.
I always block that part out. It's part
and
of
it
what
makes
gets
me happy every time.
Part of what gets me here every week is selective memory. To row back to shore sure can be a hassle, but he knows to be king, you don't need a castle. It's Micah Sargent joining us once again. Hi, Micah.
Hello, I do not have a castle, but I am indeed king. I too use selective memory to show up so that I don't have to remember creepy blood creatures. I play too many characters, including Elevor Landman, the half-elf druid, as well as Elevor's trusty animal companion Samus, the saber-toothed tiger, and Danu, the fey octopus that Elevor sometimes summons. Danu and Samus use she, her pronouns. Elevor and I both use he, him pronouns.
Have I mentioned that there's a limit on how many companion beasts you're allowed to carry?
And I've reached it.
Well, you have not, and it's too late to make one.
Some people call him Sal, some call him Sam, some call him when they're in a jam because he's the man. It's Mr. Moran. Hi, Dan. Am I corrupting song lyrics for your introductions? Yes, I am.
Tony, I'm your only friend. I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing friend. But really, I'm not actually a friend.
Surprise.
I only recognized the lyrics for, I think it was Jane.
I only got the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones ones, and then that was where I was.
Yeah.
They're all Mighty Mighty Boss Tones because
they have more
the
than
Mighty
one
Mighty Boss
song?
Tones.
Assumed that was the case.
Yes, they disbanded exactly 47 days ago. The people of Boston, thank you for your grace during this difficult time as we continue to mourn. Dan, would you like to introduce your characters?
I would love to. I only have one. I play Castan Onatar's Crucible Warforged Cleric of the God Onatar, who uses they, them pronouns. Well, I use he, him pronouns. They are animal companions are none. There are none. They have no companions.
Maybe this terrible screaming imp will join you.
Yeah, Blood Beast.
All right.
Crucible makes friends wherever they go.
Speaking of terrible screaming imps, you are on the upper levels of Castle Ravenloft. You are exploring a strange dining room? I'm hesitant to put labels on things, but a room with an ancient cake and some musical instruments and table placings and an ancient cake. Did I mention ancient cake? Ancient cake.
Great band.
Also, a ghost that appeared when you played music. I believe Lena and Broldish lined up to open the doors into what seems to be some kind of bathing chamber, a strange, horrible bathtub full of blood from which emerged a cackling, horrible creature that scuttled across the ceiling and made a horrible laughing noise. Do I have to do that again, or will that be added in editing? Erica?
I think you have to do it again.
On the spot. On the spot.
What do you need, Erica?
I'm editing. I don't even know what that is right now.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
And attacks Lena Delina. Lena, does a 27 hit your AC?
Yeah. Yes.
You are splashed with harmless spectral blood, and the creature disappears.
What?
I try to wipe the spectral blood off of Lena's shoulder.
It wipes off. I mean, to the extent that blood wipes.
Crucible says, fascinating, and leans in closer to peer at the blood. Can I
would
make
like
an
to
Arcana check?
Yeah,
Yes,
same.
please.
Same. I'm
Okay.
looking closely at my fingers now. Like, what is this stuff?
Harmless spectral blood implies harmful spectral blood.
Haven't seen it yet. 15 on Arcana.
Stay tuned.
Oh, I was so
I-
excited. I rolled a 19, but my check is only an 18.
Oh, I feel like both of you feel like that this is some kind of supernatural work here. Dan, your favorite show.
Yes, thank you.
Just making that clear. That this might be some kind of vengeful or malicious spirit that is haunting this chamber, specifically the bathtub area.
Well, I'm really curious about this.
Come on in.
The water's blood.
I'm going now that it was just harmless spectral blood, so I'm going to step through.
Surely that was not a warning that you should never enter this chamber. Broldish, who has crossed the threshold, followed by Lena Delina.
Crucible's not
absolutely.
about
All right.
to let them go on their own.
So this is, I imagine big tiled floor of the area. I think you know enough about the hallways to know that you are, though you didn't cross from one room to the other, you are directly south of the bedroom where you met Gertruda. Big steel, I don't know what material it's made of, but there's a big bathtub in the middle. And it's got, I imagine it has big clawed feet. But yeah, there are large red curtains covering presumably two things on the south side of the room. Broldish, it looks like you are striding up to the curtain and pulling back the curtain.
I am. I'm going to pull back the curtain, and I'm going to pay attention to the whatever that's behind the curtain.
All right. Behind the curtain, it looks like this is basically kind of like a huge walk-in closet, bit drafty as far as closets go, lining this kind of dark, unlit alcove back here that seems to continue all the way around the bathroom. Are many fine capes and sets of fancy clothing. That's right. You found Strahd von Zarovich's cape closet.
Yes.
Incredible.
Wow. That's two people who have cape closets. It's Strahd von Zarovich and Lando Calrissian. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Dan?
the only people.
Ever see them in the same place at the same time?
Oh, no.
Not yet.
Not even Batman has a cape closet. He's only got one. Alfred.
I feel like Batman's not a closet guy. He's a guy who would have like a thing that like ejects the cape out at you.
All right, Broldish just starts
he would have a
rummaging through capes.
Cape lever.
While she's doing that, I'm walking around to like the chamber so I can open up the other doors without walking through the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. I'm just going to share this with you. This is the design of this space. As the adventure presents it, I have questions about this from a castle and interior decoration architecture kind of thing. This cape closet has 2 windows in it. That's unusual, right? I'm commenting on that in that I, Tony, think that is unusual. Not necessarily your characters would need to think that's unusual. But there are two windows on the south side of this cape closet facing south that look out over the battlements. I'm assuming they had heavy curtains over them and you pulled them back because honestly, it seems like you should probably, as if you are a vampire, drapes are really important. In fact,
Well, there are drapes. They're
Well,
right
I
there.
But you wouldn't want to accidentally be in your cape closet after, say, dawn and get disintegrated.
Yeah.
That would be,
I guess that would be unfortunate.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, but there are windows in other rooms, so it's not like it's a windowless castle.
No, I just, you think You'd think he'd board more of those up. Anyway, there are at least 24 capes, Broldish, as well as other sets of fine clothing.
I'm just like
one
rifling
might
through.
wear
Is anything,
under a cape.
falling out of like little, sewn in pockets? Or any
You're
of them
looking
heavier
for
than others?
cape adjacent items.
Yeah, just to see if there's anything else like behind the capes, in the capes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Surely nothing bad. will come
Behind the
from this.
capes.
I can't wear a
Behind the
cape
capes.
because I have lots of axes and stuff on my back. So
What?
You could, it
true.
just wouldn't.
It's a good
No.
problem to have.
Elevord says, be sure to check for cape pockets.
Yeah,
Good
maybe as a
point.
password in there or like
Elevord has a lot of
receipts.
those.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Straw's a guy who pays in
What's his
cash for a lot
favorite
of things.
restaurant?
It's one of those crumpled, really long CVS receipts.
Ugh.
You take credit. I never have any cash on me.
I mean, the cash has his face on it.
Hey, is it me? I got a little Mario there.
Little Mario.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned
Little
about
Mario.
It's a Strahd.
Hey, I'm an
me,
offensive
Mario.
stereotype. Yeah. I got distracted from what I was looking up.
Never
No
happens in this
capes.
game.
Now I'm just imagining Bucephalus as Yoshi, and it's really strange.
Oh, man,
no,
as if
the
that horse could
tongue.
not get any
No.
cuter.
No, that's
Better than Birdo.
That's true.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Mario is a
Mario.
popular video
Nintendo.
games
That
character.
part I didn't get lost until later.
Yoshi is his.
I think I remember. Is he like a
steed/dinosaur.
dinosaur or something?
He
Yeah,
is
okay.
not like a dinosaur. He is.
What
a
was the
dinosaur.
next? What was the next one?
Birdo
Birds?
is a character from Super Mario 2, or as it was originally known in Japan,
Doki Doki Panic.
Doki Doki Panic, which was not a Mario game, but they reskinned as a Mario game because they needed a Mario game.
I love
real
that game.
fast.
I just didn't know any of the names. I guess. What's Birdo? Which one's
Birdo's
that?
a bird. That-
Also, I don't know if Yoshi
shoots eggs?
has a gender.
I'm not sure.
So, yeah, just...
Hold on.
That's
You
fine.
find
I
pocket
thought
one.
I had a list of Barovian trinkets, and now I can't find it. So I apologize.
Skeletal foot.
Yeah, they're gonna be
All right.
creepy no matter
spider
what.
in a jar.
All right, here we go. Roll a D100, Erica.
Yes! So exciting.
This will be disappointing. Also, that I'm looking at this table. Some of these does not fit in a cape pocket.
84.
8D4 or 84. You find a small locket that you find because it seems to be humming.
Oh, ooh! I'm taking that sucker.
All right.
Can I still hear it if I stick it in like a backpack or belt pouch or something?
No, it's very soft.
Okay. Do I recognize the tune? I open the locket.
Yeah,
Like-
it's the locket is empty. It has a little place that somebody could put, a picture or an etching or a sketch of somebody. It
could
looks
put my
like
friends' faces in there.
I think this is probably something that was taken from a fallen hero that caught Strahd's attention. When it is open, it's a little bit louder, and it's kind of like an off-key music box equivalent of a popular song that you've heard in taverns.
Broldish doesn't know that it's off key, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It would drive me bananas, but Broldish
All right.
is fine. Okay, cool.
Can I investigate the bathroom itself to try and see if any of the, if there are any features to it in terms of the floor, ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
walls, screaming imps,
Mm-hmm.
and such?
Is there just a bathtub?
That's a 28.
You do not seem to find anything else of exciting other than the large ornate tub that is, I'll remind you, still full of blood.
Yeah.
I think that you have been around Barovia enough to know that this is probably more than one humanoid's worth of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The map just shows a bathtub. Dan, I imagine there would probably be other things. I don't know.
Sick.
Do you think Strahd brushes his teeth?
Not in the mirror.
Nope.
Yeah, you think
Not
that probably some kind of wash basin? I don't know. If you're undead, do you wash your face? But the bathroom was designed before
What,
he
you,
was dead.
You want
So
to get like blackheads and stuff? I don't know.
Well, he could just turn into a bat and then turn back, and it's probably all fine.
Oh man, that does wonders for your skin.
I don't see anything out here, just
Nothing.
a terrible bathroom.
I'd like to open the doors from the bedroom to the bathroom in case something does happen, so I can actually.
You
get in.
open the doors from the bedroom to the bathroom, and nothing happens.
Tony, I'm going
Okay.
to investigate the bathtub a bit more closely.
All right.
Yeah.
Dredge it, dredge
I
it.
want to draw my longbow and knock an arrow. For no reason.
Perception?
Yeah, roll perception
All right.
on the bathtub filled with blood, a thing you are choosing to do.
I rolled a 1, which gives me a 9.
A face kind of looks at you from the blood and then disappears under the surface.
Was it my face?
No.
Okay.
It was not that.
Just checking.
Just checking.
Does blood count as water?
No.
There's a lot of water in it.
There is quite a bit of water in blood.
Like 80%.
There is. Yeah.
So does the
Have you never
water
heard
in
the
the blood
expression
count as
blood
water?
is thicker than water?
It's true. That means it's different.
Because I was thinking,
Dan, do you know that that's one of those confessions that people remember the wrong way? Sorry.
is it worth it to see if there's anything in the tub that we might want that's not that creature? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm worried that we could be passing up this tub and then it turns out there's a god killer orb inside and we don't get it.
Quick question. Do
Stuck in the drain.
Are you worried
Yeah.
that we want the tub?
I don't want the tub.
Okay, just
Elevor
checking.
does not want the tub.
Flip the
Just
tub.
wants to know what's inside the tub beneath.
We could just tip it over.
Literally flip the tub.
Or
It does
Yeah.
look pretty
Elevor
heavy.
can
Also,
use
that
the-
will put a lot of blood in the floor. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Elevor can use the cantrip shape water to lift the, I guess, water portion of the blood, and I guess all of the
I will-
hemoglobin will fall.
Oh,
to the-
oh God!
Or just use Mage Hand to rear-round in there.
Does anyone have Mage Hand?
I don't think we have Mage Hand in this campaign.
I haven't
I will
taken a
allow-
level of bard
I'm
yet.
just
I
really
will-
enjoying that Elevor has recreated a centrifuge.
Yeah.
Please don't do that, please. I'm begging
I'll
you,
be
don't do
honest,
that.
I'm just
Elevor.
as well to not mess with this tub.
Okay.
Elevor, I will allow you to use shape water on the blood. Hold on.
Okay.
Allow me to make sure. Allow me to monkey's paw this situation out. I will allow you to use shape water on the blood in this tub. You cannot use it on blood in other situations, especially when that blood is inside a person.
Oh, I see. So I'm
No
not a
blood
water
bending.
bender.
No blood
Yeah, I
bending.
have
Yeah.
the ability to blood bend. I'm not going to do it.
All right. You know, it does seem like to be really clear here, this bathroom seems on the scale from 0 to haunted, very haunted.
Hella haunted.
I don't know how long you want to linger here. So far, you have been splashed with spectral blood and somehow interpreted that as an invitation.
Come on in.
You're all in here.
Have
Baldur's
we
is
checked
rooting
for
through
secret
capes.
doors in this room? I guess there was a 28.
I rolled, I rolled a 28.
Did you do
Alright.
that in the closet area, though?
No, I did it in the main bedroom.
Okay.
But that is an external wall, so if there's
Yeah.
a secret door, it just leads
Well,
to the battle.
And there was
okay.
there's another door back in the dining room that we came
Yeah.
to. So maybe
yes,
we
I
should
think
go
that's the
back
next place
and
to go.
check
Cool.
that.
All right.
All right, let's go, folks.
Bye,
Whee!
blood tub.
We listen at the door.
Give me a quick perception check on your return to the dining room.
I rolled a 1,
I rolled a
I rolled an
25.
18.
so that's a 2 for me.
You head into this room, the kind of banquet hall dining room next to the large bathroom, and what immediately catches your eye, returning to this chamber that you have been in before Crucible, is that the cake is in a different configuration.
Configuration? Explain configuration.
Is it better looking
It
now?
looks like kind of a little bit on the explodey kind of
Explodey?
like it's like
It's
scattered,
a lot of-
strewn?
a lot of the cake is not where the cake was before. It's as if something perhaps erupted from the cake.
The blood creep? No, because that was in the tub.
No,
There
that
a
was in a
cake
tub,
creature. Alien
not in
egg
a
in
cake.
Am I
Are we going to get splattered with
spectral cake.
harmless spectral frosting?
delicious?
I'm
Tony,
going to roll perception
yeah,
again.
quick question too. I believe I took a small figurine.
You did.
I'm still in possession of that.
Yep.
Okay.
Am I still in possession of the other one?
Yep.
Okay.
I just liked about it at Crucible. Technically, you're already cursed from opening a bag, so I don't
Nothing
think
to
in
lose.
Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, you can't be double cursed.
That's right.
Opening
It's like
a
advantage
cave.
and
That's-
disadvantage.
That's the law.
Jeopardy,
Science.
double jeopardy, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Just.
Well, I totally did not notice any of that because I rolled that too. So yeah, I'm just over here with Lena listening at the door.
I looked around with
Yeah.
a 16 just to see if there's anything in the room that seems out of place.
There are
other than the
chunks
spectral frosting.
of disgusting moldy cake scattered across the ground from the cake exploding.
I got a 23, so if I look more closely at the cake, can I tell anything more specific about what happened?
You see kind of strange, tiny little footprints in the cake. They look like they have kind of a little clawed feet that have something has come out of the cake and headed north from the dining hall.
Okay, the little pitter patter of tiny clawed feet is heading
Yeah.
north.
A potential friend.
Maybe
It's a rat.
Yeah, we
Dan,
could
you were
adopt
saying
it.
that you wanted a familiar.
Doesn't Crucible want
a little
baddie?
cake
Mhm.
devil bird.
Cake rat. It's
So,
probably just a rat.
so do we head forward to try and catch whatever this is?
I think maybe we should check really quick.
I mean, yeah, well, Pony has just been hanging out in the study, so I
Oh, yeah.
telepathically asked Pony, did you see anything come through the door while we were over there?
You know, I guess I
That's
forgot
the sound
about
of Tony
this.
forgetting that Pony was there.
I forgot that Pony was there.
Tony is always going to forget Pony Cinderlaurent.
I just walk it out. That doesn't look like
Every
anything
Defense
to me.
mechanism.
Every time.
Yep. Yeah, I guess Pony saw something and for some reason failed to alert you. Broldish, I guess maybe Pony Cinderlart is still perhaps a little shaken up from this. But Pony Cinderlart, I forget what Pony Cinderlart's voice sounds like. I guess, do I provide that or do you provide that? But Pony Cinderlart
It depends.
relays
Both
to
of
you
us have.
that like a tiny little 3-foot shadow monster just scampered across the lounge study there and went down the stairs.
I tell everybody
Yay!
else. Do you guys want to chase a tiny shadow monster or just let it go?
What happens if you give a shadow monster a cookie?
we gave a cake, so it's fine.
What happens if a shadow monster started
Yeah.
inside an old cake?
How long ago was this, Pony Cinderlaurent?
I'll ask him.
Like just now? Zoinks.
So like fast enough that if we took off at a sprint, we would have some hope of catching it.
Well, probably not now that we're talking about it.
Okay. Okay,
I don't know
well,
that there's much we can do with a shadow creature anyway. Are they
Yeah.
corporeal? I don't know much about shadow creatures.
I'm sure there are all bunch of shadow creatures that we've missed in here.
Mhm.
I mean, if anything, maybe we shouldn't stick around here too long because it might tattle on us. But
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
So yeah,
yeah,
let's check out this door here.
You want to look at the door to the east of
Yeah.
the dining hall of the Count?
Yeah, I rolled a 4 to listen at it.
All right.
Good job,
Sounds
British.
quiet to you.
Lena is also present.
yeah.
Lena, do you want to roll higher than a 4?
I would love to. How's a 29?
You hear
Higher than 4.
it sounds like maybe like a very soft kind of chittering or kind of scuttling noise.
Oh God.
I make our hand signals for chittering and scuttling because we've been traveling together for a while and we've dealt with a lot
100%.
of things that chitter and scuttle.
Yep,
so,
Ravenloft.
I unsheath my axe.
yeah, so everyone get ready. I'm gonna like fling open the door. Be ready to
Spider-bite,
shoot
spider-bite.
beetles. I don't know what's in there.
Yeah, my
gonna-
axe is literally raised.
yeah.
All right. There is a very small kind of short hallway beyond. So you're looking down a short hallway. You see another door, I don't know, 20 feet ahead of you. But flanking the door are 2 alcoves that are kind of particularly dark and shadowy. And in each alcove is a dark, vaguely man-shaped figure.
That's the worst
Boy.
kind of man
Humanoid.
shaped.
Vaguely, no.
Vaguely man-shaped.
Are they statues?
No, they look kind of. Do you want to give me a quick perception check again? now
Are
that
these
you're
like the
looking at
things that
them?
we saw up north?
16.
These appear to be, I think maybe perhaps less seasoned adventurers of you than you might have been particularly terrified by these. These appear to be piles of rats or swarms of rats piled up in a way that looks vaguely man-shaped. And as you kind of peer at them, Broldish, and determine that they are not...
well, I'm probably like already halfway there with my axe, because as soon as the door opened, I was just going to run through and hit whatever. And if it looks...
Sure. I will say,
whether it looks like a man or a rat.
As you run at them, the piles of rats separate into 4 distinct rat swarms that are not menacing shadows. We could do the combat on this. I feel like rat swarms are not going to take you very long. Let's try and do this in a fast mode.
Sure. I mean, when we meet piles of rats, there's always a question of whether we fight them
Or befriend
or
them?
whether Elevor attempts to curry favor with
chat
the
with
rats.
Why don't we start with that?
Sure.
I think I'm unclear if Jane was making fun of you or
I was merely
that was
stating my observations from the
Of
past.
how things usually go. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
if Elevor hollers, I will like go and like
you
stop
were
in
about
my
to
tracks.
attack,
But
aren't you? I forgot.
This
Yeah,
might
I
be
was-
a single round of combat. The rats have rolled an 8. So I guess the question is, who can roll higher than a rat?
I rolled a 12.
Who
17.
can roll higher than a rat? Our new game show.
Apparently not
Rats.
Elevor.
Crucible rolled a 14. That's higher than a rat. So everybody
All right.
but Elevor rolled higher than a rat. Looks like.
All right, it's mainly a question of will there be rats left?
Doesn't want to kill him.
So it's probably best that you didn't roll the
Are you suggesting Elevor tanked their initiative roll so as not to have to
He
kill
held
a
back.
rat?
All right,
This is a
let me
real
just
scandal.
remind you real quickly. It looks like here, Lena, Imra, Samus, Crucible, Broldish, then rats, then Elevor. Rats are immune to specifically, not rats in general. Swarms of rats are immune to a variety of states. You can't knock an entire swarm prone, for example. Rats can occupy the same space as you. They like to bite you. I was just checking. They resist bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So any kind of melee attack damage or ranged attack damage is probably going to be halved. That's the nature of swarms. Their armor class is quite low, so your chance to hit them is high. It's just your ability to damage them is a bit of a mess because it's a bunch of rats running around. Lena, I think you are first to react. There are
Okay.
all kinds of rats ahead of you.
We're going to stab at the rats. That's a 24.
Roll damage. Feel free to roll damage with your rolls. The armor class of a swarm of rats is 10.
Okay,
Hey.
that is 12 radiant damage followed by 16 radiant damage.
Interesting. I will tell you, radiant damage is not one of the things they are immune to, so you basically just burned through an entire swarm of rats.
Yeah.
Oh, it stinks in here right
Wow.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cleansing sunblade burns, immolates a group of rats that was pretending to be a menacing shadow of people.
And then I'm going to disengage and step back.
All right. You don't need to disengage. I guess there's another swarm. I was
Yeah,
like, you
there's
don't need
another.
to disengage from that swarm. You murdered them. Imra, you're next.
Question: how long has it been since we fought that strawberry ding dong?
I would say you took a short rest, I believe, in the.
Oh, we
I think
did.
you
Yeah,
went-
that's right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Alrighty. So I'm going to leave Androdite in here and I'm going to run in. And I'm going to hit them with...
Oh, Imra, I don't know if you can see, maybe because the rat tokens are in the way. This room is real small.
Yeah, that's a wall. You're in a wall.
You're inside a wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I could not see that.
It's just a tiny little hallway. I think the
Okay.
hallway is so small that the rats were in the way of where does floor become wall.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Okay,
Run in, attack the rats.
cool. Alrighty. Gonna pull out, I guess, the battle axe. Same. Okay. Totally hit. First time for that's 10 slashing damage, so I know that does 5.
5 slashing damage.
Second time I hit again, that does 6 total, so I know that does 3 slashing
3
damage.
slashing damage.
I guess I should have done like a hunter's mark or something, but nope. We're done. Yeah, okay, sorry, done.
Nope, it's cool. Samus bounds into the hallway, it looks like, I'm assuming, is what you're doing.
Yeah. And heads to the nearest Dealy Bop and
All right,
does,
we'll assume that's the swarm that Imra was also stabbing.
Yeah, does 14 piercing damage, so 7 damage.
So Samus runs in and basically just scoops up 7 rats in her mouth. That swarm of rats is significantly depleted. Crucible, bro, just get ready.
Oh, bugger! Samus took where I wanted to go.
There's like one more open spot in here.
I know, but I want it to be adjacent to those 2 swarms of rats because I was going to do a thing that hit them both.
It's a small hallway, and
Yep.
it's full of rats.
Can I squeeze in between them or no?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm squeezing
I'm
in
not,
between
like-
Imra and Samus and using Word of Radiance. Can you have those rats make a DC 16 Constitution save?
Both rats or just one?
Both swarms of rats. It's every adjacent.
All right. Left rat, right rat.
Oh, right rat.
Left
rolled
rat
pretty well.
fails. Right rats. Those are the right rats for the job.
Those are apparently the right
so
rats for the job.
what happens to left rats?
Left rats are going to take 8 plus 1d8, which is another. That's 3, so 11 damage to those rats.
What
Radiant,
kind of damage?
Radiant damage.
All right, those. You just going in here and using the holy light to cleanse out rats. It's a real interesting choice. All right,
It seems to be working.
We're getting practice with our
2
radiant
swarms of
damage.
rats are done. 2 swarms of rats are untouched. All set, Crucible? Croissant?
Crustables.
Danny, you okay?
Oh,
Ew, those
His
are
friends
the
call them
worst.
Crustables. Yes.
Tony, does it matter that my damage was with a magic battle
It
axe?
does not.
Okay.
They resist basically weapon
I
damage.
didn't think so, but I thought I should maybe double check.
Yeah, there are other things that have like a slightly different resistance where it totally would, but not rats. Rats don't care about your magical weapon; they just don't care about weapons versus area attacks. Broldish,
Rats.
Well, I don't have a magic weapon, so it's fine. I
That's
hit.
not quite true.
technically, it's true.
I'm swinging with both hands because this is just I want to do as much damage as possible.
Mhm.
So I do 13 points of slashing damage, so half that.
Yep.
And then with my second attack, I hit again and do 11 points of slashing damage.
All right,
And that's the
hold
ones that are
on.
right in front of me. I can't reach any of the other ones.
What was the 2? So 6 and 5. Is that what I'm doing?
Yes.
Well, that rat heap is not looking great. A little shabby. All right. Well, the swarms are left. Amazingly, they are not all dead. So I am going to attack. I think that my targets for rat attacks are Broldish and Crucible.
Rat-a-tat-tax.
Let's do Dan first for that horrible joke. Dan, a rat attacks you with an 8 versus armor class.
No.
Broldish, rats attack you 16 versus armor class.
Nope.
All right, they're rats, but they're all like nibbling at you. But they are not doing anything. All right, I think now is your goal is just taking those rats from having a second turn. Elevor, it's
Elevor-
probably too late for peace.
Elevor stays where he is, and he will ready an action. Should the rats attack him, he will lash out with primal savagery. But he's
All right,
not.
if the rats murder their way through Samus, Broldish,
Yep.
Crucible, Imra, and Lena,
Then
and
Elevor
attack
will stand there
Elevor.
going, I don't want to hurt you! After the rats have murdered all of his friends.
Lena,
Lena has no such compunctions. Okay, that hits. That's going to be 15 radiant damage, followed by 18 radiant damage.
Wow.
unnecessary amount of radiant damage. I'm assuming were you targeting the Broldish swarm?
Yes.
All right, they are gone, excised from this realm.
Yeah.
Imra.
Hmm. All right. I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay, first attack hits. Second attack hits. So that is 5 plus 6, so 11 damage before it's halved. And that's my turn.
All right, 11 damage halves to 5 damage. But a first hit on the last swarm of rats. It looks like Samus has run in there and eaten 6 more rats. Mm-hmm. This rat swarm is not looking great. Crucible
will shoot. This guy is right next to me. I'm going to do the same thing over again. So DC 16 Constitution check, please. Save.
Rat check. I fail.
That's a fail, so it's going to be 11 plus another D8. That is 17. Radiant again. A holy
I like
fire.
How you do lots more damage with the things that are not going to be halved. All right. You expend yet another swarm of rat. I think that's the 4th swarm of rat cleared out by radiant damage. Mm-hmm. All right, you are out of combat. There are no more rats present.
Woo.
Yay!
Okay, I'm gonna go to the door over here and listen.
It is quiet.
Is it still quiet with a 25 to perception?
It is very quiet.
Okay.
Like rat quiet or like actual quiet?
Actual quiet? Actual quiet.
I'm gonna open the door. Would that be sleight of hand or stealth to like do a good job opening the door quietly?
Stealth.
21.
You open the door. It is relatively silent. Beyond is a spiral staircase. This staircase leads both up and down.
So many stairs, secret doors and stairs.
Yes.
That's this.
This
level.
is it is not labeled as such, but let's just call this the South Tower Stairs. Fluttering torches and iron sconces illuminate this spiral staircase.
Ooh,
a chill wind rushes down it, seeming to kill the very heat of the torches. So, I will tell you, I think you have now mapped the Rooms of Weeping here on this level of Castle Ravenloft pretty thoroughly. Major features, seems to be Strahd Zarovich's bed chambers, his spooky bathroom, his spooky dining room, his study/library, adjoining secret passageway behind the study/library with a false treasury. Behind that, secret tunnel full of spiders. Behind that, secret actual treasury with a locked kind of giant fortress vault in it that you were unable to open. There was also a strange another secret door leading to like an open shaft that goes up and down Castle Ravenloft. And
an elevator, not to be confused with an elevator.
And you have in your various explorations found what? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 staircases. Some that go up and down, some that just go down from here. Yeah, the architecture of Castle Ravenloft is wacky.
Yeah, and a pit.
All right. Yeah, that's true. I'm curious. So the stairway that's in the top left corner, is that just down or up and down?
That one's down. The only ones that go up and down are the one you're standing right by, and then the huge open one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any particularly good reason for it, but I like the idea of going down the staircase that was behind hidden doors. I don't know, like the I want to go places that are mostly secret. Although, I mean, I guess it's not entirely secret because there's a regular door just by Pony that goes to that hallway. So there's no staircases that were entirely behind secret doors, I guess. But that one's kind of behind a secret door.
The closest would be the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
You ever look?
Yeah, I don't want to walk down that.
Well, I mean, walking down it's one thing. You ever lower a pony down an elevator shaft?
So I think question number 1 is: do we want to go up or down?
That is the big question that I was not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going down because there's stuff there we're looking for? Is that the idea?
Oh,
well, we started here. Here's my reasoning. This is not Brildish's reasoning. My reasoning is we started on the bottom, so we would be like, sort of connecting things that we missed.
Okay.
Also, we now know that there's a crypt down there somewhere that has some treasure for Elevor. And I can't remember what we determined about the trophy room that might have the bones of the dragon head.
Oh yeah, the dragon.
Yeah, I don't think we found any.
But we haven't found it yet. But I don't know.
'Cause
For some reason, I was thinking it would be lower. But I don't know why.
Remember what floor this? Do we know what floor this is?
You looked out from the windows, and I think you know that you're probably about. I think you're, and I'll tell you, it gets a little weird. There's some not quite split levels, but you're on approximately the third or fourth floor.
So we were in the basement when we teleported, right?
And it's like 200 feet tall or something.
It's impossibly tall. Some of remember I think I showed you like a side view at one point.
Yeah.
The towers are very tall.
This strange
It's
geometry.
taller than a hill.
Yeah. How do I do side view? You see that side view there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are, I believe, see where the wooden structures are with
Yeah.
the
Like
roof?
the house that's in the middle
The
of
little house
castle.
thing there.
Yeah.
You're there.
Uh-huh.
You're up on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
So
you
I'd
can
like
see
to
the
go down, I
there
think, too.
there are significant amounts of stuff in the towers. Castle Ravenloft has two major towers. You can see there's also kind of like a part of the skinny tower that's wider before it goes all the way up. So yeah,
Is the heart in the thing to the left or the thing to the right?
it is in the thing to the left.
Got it.
Weirdly,
Yeah, it does
my-
seem like
Sorry, go ahead.
it does seem like that huge open area on the northeast of the map was connects to the main one of the main two towers, and so that tower is primarily just an open spiral staircase with a glowing crystalline heart at the top.
now we didn't there's farther on from that giant
There is,
tower.
isn't there?
We didn't completely clear off the map over there. so
Yeah,
I'm
I will
not-
tell you.
I
You
don't
know
know if
that
we
that
could do-
goes out to the.
We might have been
battlements.
able to see it.
Yeah, that
Okay.
I'll just that goes out to the battlements.
Okay.
So I will say, weirdly, my preference is to go up, but I also have no reason for it and acknowledge the wisdom of what you've said. So
Also,
happy to
I'm
go
thinking.
either way.
Oh,
Yeah.
my other reason is we don't know for sure exactly where Strahd is going to be, but he seems like a fairly stylish fellow. So I'm thinking, the higher you are, the more stylish you are. So we might be getting closer to him the more we go up, and we might find more things to help us on our quest if we go back down.
I like the
another
wisdom of connecting the stuff we've been through, what we haven't been through.
Yeah.
I
Also,
think
find
there is
another
no
way-
objectively right answer to this.
Yeah.
So.
There was also, we knew that the room that was right off the entrance where all those gargoyles were, we thought that was going to be the place of prayer or whatever.
Chapel.
So we might, by going down, find another staircase or
Yep.
another entrance into that room that doesn't go through gargoyles.
That makes sense.
And also we know that the portal is downstairs. So if there's anything else that we want,
That's true. We could warp to someplace
That's
else.
true.
Including places not in Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saved one girl. Isn't that enough? We're out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take me
We
home.
need a vacation now.
So yeah, I think it's you may want to decide up. You need to decide up or down. Feel free to vote. You've expressed a lot of things. I'm not sure what you're going to do, and obviously, as a dungeon master, I'm very invested in knowing what I need to prepare next.
And just a reminder, where the devil waits within the castle, the innocent, one whose blood sealed his doom, brother of light, snuffed out too soon. Castle Ravenloft.
I dig it, man.
Yeah, so we just need to remember or we need to be thinking about that whenever we are looking for Strahd.
I'm just checking that you as players remember, certainly your characters remember some strange thing that little ghost told you last time too.
About his crypt
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
downstairs, he said.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can
Well,
pop down.
I'm
I
all
think
for down.
Yeah, I really want to go down the rectangular stair because it's different. All the other ones are spiral staircases, and for some reason that's just I'm drawn to
That feels
that one
railroady
that's
versus the
Also-
not by Tony's doing, but the game's doing. To be
Also-
clear.
Also by Tony.
Also, Pony will have an easier time with the
That's true.
non-spiral staircase.
Let's do it. Let's go down the
All
corner
right.
rectangle.
in the northwest corner of this floor of Ravenloft, behind some secret doors, though there was also a non-secret door that went that way. I'll remind you, the hallway that leads to that stairway is a little weird.
What? A weird hallway in this strange
weird
castle?
shifting faces of his family.
Yes, there is. In part, the ceiling of this part of the castle has kind of been damaged, and so there's the elements are coming through. That brown stuff on the map is meant to be like rubble from the ceiling that has collapsed onto the floor, so you can feel the rain and the elements, and hear and see the lightning in the distance. But there are 10 statues lining this creepy corridor, one in each of the little alcoves there, and they all seem to have faces kind of frozen in terror, and they all seem to bear some resemblance to Strahd von Zarovich.
Creeptacular.
All right, but you don't want to do anything.
Do they have names on them?
Do you want to give me a kind of a check to kind of investigate? It looks like they do have a little plaque type etching in the plinth of the statue.
That's a 15 reading check.
It's kind of filthy and you have to clear away, and it's actually looks like it's kind of scratched out. But you can clearly make out the last name through context clues. This was von Zarovich.
Oh, so it's either like his aliases,
ancestors,
and sort of like all of the different superhero costumes he has. Were stored
do you
together.
make statues of your aliases?
I do personally. Yes.
Why do I not visit Micah's house all the time?
That's why Hero Forge exists, Tony.
Yes, this is Rod von Zarovich.
Are any of them not scratched out?
You're looking around. They all seem to be von Zarovich's. Some of them do have names. There's a Victor. There's an Abraham. There are several, but they all appear to be various male ancestors of Strahd von Zarovich, or the von Zarovich line.
These probably aren't his password, right? They're probably not his password. He seems to not like them. We shouldn't bother doubling
if anything,
back.
one of the cross.
They do not look like they have. I mean, they both in some case they have fallen into disrepair.
Yeah.
If not active, kind of.
Besides Victor, Tony, were there any others that the name was fully exposed?
There was an Abraham. There are several others where you could kind of get maybe a sense of the name, but you'd be kind of guessing.
Elevor gets close to the Victor statue and says, "What's Strahd's password?"
Are we sure they're statues and not like
the statues? Whispers back to Elevor, "I don't know."
Oh my God! Run away!
that.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Ali.
I'm just wondering if they're actually statues.
I want to be clear that happened. That was not a thing I did.
Serious?
Yes, that was a thing that happened. That was not a thing I did or said to mess with Mecca. Well, it may have been those, but it also is a thing that happened in the game. Victor, his voice, perhaps just something like a breeze coming in through that hole in the window, but you hear the words in your head, Elevor. I don't know.
Should we ask them questions?
Yes.
Who are you?
That's the one thing we know about the Crucible.
Not all of them.
No, we don't have
Also,
a full...
knowing somebody's name is not knowing who they are.
You hear a weird chorus. You hear a weird chorus of different voices kind of saying, "A family that has no honor."
Whoa.
Deep.
That's sad. Very sad.
Did
Go ahead.
were you imprisoned here by Strahd?
Are you asking one statue, or are you just saying this to the
throwing
room?
it out to the room. Throwing it to the room.
Okay.
Just to make Tony do the spatial audio thing.
I'm enjoying the stereo effect.
Don't make me pay on this when I edit, please.
No.
All right, that was pretty straightforward.
We aim to put an end to the misdeeds of your descendant. Do you know anything that can help us in this quest?
Good question.
Everyone before you who has tried has failed.
Be that as it may.
Very
Not sure that's helpful.
That wasn't
ahead.
really an answer to that question.
I'm going to ask to the entire room, what's Strahd's password for his vault?
I don't don't know.
Dang it.
And then one statue in a little voice says, I know not.
Okay, which one is that? Abraham.
That one's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's Abraham.
Yeah.
Ooh. What is down this flight of stairs?
Do they look like they go downstairs a lot?
They may have at one point.
may know.
They were.
I just like the idea of the statues going up and downstairs.
We do not know.
Is there anything?
Do you know anything?
Do they know anything helpful?
You gotta think about your questions for who your audience
Go,
is.
Aline.
I was just going to say, is there anything you wish us to know that might help us
Ooh.
on our quest?
Sergey wishes you the best.
Oh,
Is he one of you here?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, he's the one that I cover Pony's ears. He's the one that took Irina away to get married.
right.
Remember,
Yeah.
it's Strahd's
the
brother.
brother?
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Pony still hears and he shakes his head.
Okay.
Can he help us?
I
Can
don't-
Sergey help us?
Answer unclear. Yeah, actually, you hear weird voices. No, yes, no.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, dissent among the ranks.
Okay.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Will I ever get married? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't say that.
Yes,
Are you
most certainly. You just have to love yourself first.
I ask, are you statues?
We are spirits.
Can we free you?
If anyone can, you can. If you free all of Barovia. And then the
Now,
statues
to be
are
clear, is
silent.
that Big Barovia or Little Barovia?
The statues are
Oh.
silent.
They're tired. They need a nap.
I was not counting. You were only supposed to be able to ask the statues 10 questions, one per statue. I think you've probably hit your limit. A listener will tell me if I counted wrong.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
They can't talk anymore. You just said.
We
I
can
like
say
the part
whatever we
where
want to.
you asked if they were statues. So do you want to head
It was good to know
down?
that they were spirits.
Yeah. Do you want to head down the stairs?
Down the
Yep.
stairs.
Please.
Yes, please.
All right. So there is the short. It's not short. I don't know. The stairs that are not spiral. They are squared. Basically, go down, and then take a 90-degree turn.
Are the squares
and go
small
down.
or are we giant? Quick question.
You are giant.
Okay.
What size did I make your tokens other than too big?
Do we go?
Giant.
Do we get bigger as we go down the stairs? Is it like an
Yeah,
Alice in
it's a-
Wonderland
Trippy.
situation? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Let's all play a video,
Does
video game
does
based on
this
that. instead of
stairway
this.
look like it skips a floor?
Or is it like a really
Uh,
shallow landing?
I think it's a really shallow landing.
Okay.
That sorry, I just imagined a landing being like, I can't stand the dress you're wearing right now.
Can I tell what that landing was originally used for?
Yes, that was in times gone by, there might have been a laundry hamper here.
Ooh.
It does seem like this flight of stairs, this set of stairs, is pretty it's dark. It is not well lit. It is dusty. Does not seem like anyone has come or gone this way in quite some time. So it is it is it gives off
All right.
a lot of secret passages vibes.
Excellent.
Well, I'm gonna roll.
We like that.
I'm gonna roll perception as long as we're going down here. Oh, that
idea.
was a crit. 28.
Oh.
All right. You turned the corner, Crucible, and you are looking down this medium-sized hallway. It's, I don't know, 50 or 60 feet, runs north to south. You spot with your amazing eyes a door set into the western wall of a hallway.
It's just a normal door.
And you can also see at the end of it, there is a wall with a conspicuous kind of lever on it, suggesting that you are on the other side of a secret passageway.
Secret door.
I mean,
Yes.
is it not really a secret door from this side, but from the other side, totally secret.
Obvious
The
door.
big red S.
Yes.
You want to check this obvious door or secret door first?
Obvious door.
All right.
Obvious door.
Yeah, obvious
Let's
door first.
give a listen at that obvious door.
Somebody's rolling a perception.
Sure. I got a 23.
You hear some footsteps, and it sounds like possibly somebody humming.
Humming
Does it
like
sound
a
like my locket?
necklace. Yeah.
A little bit more organic, a little less auto-tuned than your necklace or locket.
I'm going to wave to Lena because Crucible should not be the sneaky person opening the door.
Yeah. Yeah. And when we ambushed the teen, that went so well. Okay.
I'm glad we're learning. We're learning.
Okay. I'm gonna very sneakily. 31 sneakily.
Ooh.
I cannot even roll that high.
I just imagine, Lena, that you basically kind of slide to the floor and like under the door and then
Yeah.
slide back. The door. It's unclear to the rest of the party if the door actually even opened. But Lena, you are on the other side of the door, looking around this strange little chamber. Oil lamps illuminate this long rectangular chamber with oak-paneled walls. Stained yellowed lace hangs neatly from 8 canopied beds. The figure of a woman moves around the room, dusting furniture and humming to herself. You notice that there is a gold necklace with a ruby pendant on her neck. She looks a little pale.
So Lena like quietly closes the door again, not all the way, but like just closes it so the light from her glowing sword doesn't kind of illuminate in, and gestures to Broldish. And I'm going to make a performance check to try and silently gesture to Broldish what I would like Broldish to try and do.
Take a, just for, because I always forget to do this, take a D4 on top of that from guidance.
Ooh. Okay, let's do D4. That'll be a 16, and it's Broldish. Quietly lean and use your weird detect undead thing, please.
It is if you make like little vampire fangs, I will get it just from that.
Yeah, so she gestures for you to come quiet.
Okay, I get the quiet, so
double eye
get off
point,
pony.
and then vampire, and then shrug.
Do we think a celestial pony is quieter than a stompy dwarf?
Clap, clap, clap,
Just a
clap,
question.
clap, clap. I don't know.
It's
All right, well,
celestial.
That sounds kind of like a round from Glenn's new game show.
All right, so I will just myself. I will dismount from pony back by the stairs and then be as quiet as possible. Let's see how quiet that is. Let's see, stealth. Oh, right, I have disadvantage. So that's 14 on a stealth check. So, not the worst. And then I will, like, through the tiny slit that has been opened very, very sneakily, I will look in and activate my divine sense.
Okay. Remind me what do you get with design sense?
Design
right.
sense?
Design sense.
These beds are fabulous.
Although the curtains they're a little bit, they should probably
Always
be
take
replaced.
one thing off.
Ruby is very in.
I was just say, when I ran this adventure for an in-person group, they were extremely hung up on the fact that this room had 8 beds in it, and they were just fixated on that for like 25 minutes.
It's
And I
fine.
didn't make
Elevor's
any
going to
sense.
flip all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you, Elevor, there's a challenge here where like there's not a lot of room to flip. It's almost like this was a room designed to frustrate Elevor because
he'll manage.
There is
Yeah.
beds really. So there's so many beds in this room that there's not a lot of room to flip a bed. Like you can flip it in place, but there's not like you want that perfect
Well,
space to
He's a
flip
pro.
bed
He's a pro
into-
flipper.
I think
though.
you can
All
flip
right.
it and
Yep.
lean like dominoes, kind of
Yeah,
lean it against the
exactly.
wall,
Yeah,
and then do the
But there's
next
not like
one.
what you. There's not like the perfect. There's not a bed-sized space next to the bed to flip the bed into. So you like it
God.
just I don't know. It's like you're gonna need to be a little bit more orderly about your bed
Now I'm just
flipping and
picturing
Yeah,
the
it's like a
1980s.
Monty Hall bedroom.
not. Yeah.
I'm just picturing the 1980s Elevore toy now. Flip it, flip it. Doo-wop-wop-wop-a-doo-wop.
I just
All
invented
right.
a little action figure that has a button on the back to just make his arm bigger. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's Elevore. Does Hero Forge do that?
I
Not
don't
yet,
think they have
but
moved,
soon.
not moving parts yet. So you use a divine sense or design
Yes, so the
sense?
presence of strong evil registers on my senses like a noxious odor.
All right.
Powerful good rings like heavenly music.
I think-
and then I can tell celestial fiend undead.
Yes, I think you are going to get a specific scent that you are familiar with. You feel pretty confident that this person moving around humming and dusting this room is a vampire spawn of the kind that you fought basically a gang of in the attic of that coffin maker's shop.
All right, so I am going to turn to Lena and do the sign for vampire, which is the two little teeth, and then the sign for small,
Okay.
like small vampire.
And then Lena
Well, it's like,
is going to look to the group for buy-in for whether we should just charge in and, put an end to the vampire threat.
There's like 12
Brildish-
of us and one of them. I think we can handle it.
Brildish puts
Really,
puts
the
her-
only
her-
possible danger is
like-
that you don't know what else is on this floor of the castle and what would be the result of sounds of battle.
Yeah, Brildish puts like the drawing her finger across the throat, like let's kill it.
Crucible puts a hand up and does like a zip thing and makes a
Mhm.
gesture for
Zip
like
in the mouth.
magic.
Mhm.
I can make it quiet.
Brildish doesn't say that. She just points a lot, like and nods.
Go.
Okay, that will. I'm happy to cast silence.
Cool.
Which will cover a 20
But
foot radius sphere.
Brildish puts up her finger and points toward in the door, like that person, that thing, and then like to her brain, like what if she knows something?
Yeah, that's
like,
my concern.
Well, but
and then talking motion, and then to us.
Crucible thinking we can sneak up on her in silence and incapacitate her, and then question her, and
Not
I can drop
kill.
the spell and question her
Mhm.
at that point. But it will stop her from raising an alarm.
And Lena pantomimes, will you let me kill her afterwards? Or will you make me let a vampire go?
I think vampires are
Brildish-
off round. Off.
Like, no.
off.
Okay,
no.
okay.
All right.
I think when you talk to her, you're gonna like her, and then this is she's gonna have some
Don't worry.
sob story.
Will
Brildish has
there-
your back.
Will their plan to attack, question, and possibly murder a vampire under the guise of silence be successful? Will other vampires or undead creatures in Ravenloft be alerted to their presence? What's the deal with the 8 beds? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill, Dog and Pony Show, Curse of Strahd, Barovia. Big Barovia, Little Ravenloft.